Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I hope you enjoyed my last videos for the Star Set Leaving This World Behind track review, but and unfortunately my birthday is just about over, which I want to thank everyone for wishing me a happy birthday today. And yeah, it was a good one. Honestly, I'm actually going out pretty soon tonight for going to some restaurant to eat at for the end of my birthday, I guess you could say. But yeah, this video is for an album review, and this is for Badflower's new album that I just got done listening to, which is for This Is How the World Ends. And like I said, I just got done listening to it just now. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, there was a one song I wasn't sure if I was going to like, and that was Fuckboy. And I thought the song at the time was average, but it's Badflower at their best, I think. So the song has grown on me a lot more to my liking. So it's pretty good song. So I'd give it a 5 out of 5 now. Adolescent Love, the opening track, didn't really do much for me, honestly. I felt that there were some weak points, and mostly that it was just a mellow song to open up the album. I know that's how they wanted to open the album up, but yeah, I guess it's alright. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. So it's an alright track. Family was a very good song. I like the lyrics in it, and Josh being very vulnerable in that song really gives you like emotional feels for the song. So it's a very good song to really enjoy. And if you listen to the lyrics carefully, you hear that he's telling a story about his family and all that, and how he felt like an outcast later on in his life and all that. But yeah, Johnny Wants to Fight was not really my favorite song. It was fine. It just there were some lyrics I did enjoy, and I'm like, typical Badflower. uh, with Johnny Wants to fight, let him beat my fucking ass, kind of shit. And I'm like, uh, wow, this is pretty intense lyrics, I guess you could say. Stalker was pretty good. Wasn't sure if I was gonna like that one, honestly. But it was pretty good. So 5 out of 5, I'd give that. Everyone's an Asshole was that's what the song name is, of course. That's pretty good track. I enjoyed it. She Knows was one of my favorites, honestly. Um, I think it's supposed to be longer than 5 minutes, like a little over 5 minutes. I don't know for sure, but it cuts out the version I listened to. So I don't know if the actual version's a little longer or not. I'll have to listen to it tomorrow and see what I think of it. But I still enjoyed She Knows. It was really good. A very good song. So 5 out of 5 for that one. Only Love was the beginning was a little slow and a little melodic, but it picks up towards the end of the song, and that's what I like about it. So 4.5 out of 5. Sasshole, which is meaning a sassy asshole, I guess you could say, um, is not a bad track. Not my personal favorite, but it it was fine. There were lyrics in there that I quite found to be kind of funny and uh pretty typical of Josh singing that, where I'm like, oh wow. So maybe I give it a 5 out of 5 just for now, unless the song doesn't do much for me later on. Don't Hate Me was one of the singles of the second single for this album's release and all that, but it was very good. And I know Family was the first single, then it was Fuckboy after Don't Hate Me, and then Johnny Wants to Fight. And I'm glad they only stuck with 4 singles, because that's what a band should do. Because if you release too many singles, it's gonna spoil the album and really overhype fans of the album. But Tethered was a very good song, so was Machine Gun, and finally we come to the last track, which is My Funeral. I think Machine Gun definitely depicts lyrics where it's talking about fighting for your country and all that stuff, so being a soldier in the army or whatever, I think is what it's meaning. My Funeral was a great way to end the album. It was one of the better songs. I think the first song was a little weak, in my opinion. Adolescent Love. It wasn't bad, it just could have done a lot better, but the ending to the album did a lot better. So, overall, I think Badflower's new album, This Is How the World Ends, was a pretty good album. I highly recommend you check this one out. And I'm gonna have to find the right version for the She Knows, because I think there's a longer version to it, because it cuts out at 4:57, the version I listened to. So almost 5 minutes, but I think there's a little bit more time with the song. A little bit more of 10, 20 seconds or longer than that. I don't know for sure. But I'll look into it tonight at midnight for the She Knows track, because this album is coming out at midnight tonight. But first score, I'm gonna give Badflower's new album, This Is How the World Ends, at 8.5 out of 10. This was a pretty good album. Like I said, I highly recommend you check this out when it comes out at midnight, and you guys are gonna really enjoy it for sure. Josh's lyrics, the lyrics he comes up with, and how the band is doing very well with these songs and playing out the songs, it's sounding really good on this album. So I was not disappointed with this album. Um, but definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Badflower album. This Is How the World Ends, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review that I made for you guys tonight, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I actually do want to buy this album now, because the first song was weak, but towards the when you get more invested in the album and you keep listening to it, for some people it may grow on you, and for some people they may actually love this album. So I will be returning to you for Poppy's Flux album review. It's gonna be probably tomorrow, most likely tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna be working for the next few days, so I'm gonna be off for like 3 days, and then I go back to work on Monday. So I found out that my boss is not opening shop the next few days, so I'm like, ah man. So it is what it is. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this album review for Badflower, This Is How the World Ends. Like I said, I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Or, I did the best I could to make it as good as possible, I should say. Because I didn't repeat myself. But yeah. And I think I'll do a Coldplay Marathon Studio album review and might finish it early. Like Monday or Tuesday. I don't know for sure. But I'll let you guys know what I decide to do. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here by saying thank you so much for watching this Badflower, This Is How the World Ends album review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next video.